Good morning. We are on day 13 on a very bumpy road, as you can see. I feel like I never end up making videos if I wait for good moments. Like I tried yesterday and it never happened. We ended up getting so overheated. Left our home later than we wanted to. The sun's super hot. Our AC isn't super cold. And thankfully, the campground had a pool, so we finally cooled down. It's definitely a lot harder to do this when it's hot. It's unseasonably hot in Arizona, where it's normally in the 70s and 80s, it's in the 90s. So the sun's just so hot. So I have like this little kind of sunshade. Also, everything is blooming in Arizona since we left. Crazy blooming. And so our allergies are hitting us like cray cray. I mean, every tree, everything's throwing pods and stuff in the air. There's a lot of dust here. It hasn't rained very much. So it's definitely affecting Chuck. It's affecting me. I'm trying to leave the windows open in the morning in the vehicle just to keep it airing out, but I can feel it, like I lose my voice and stuff. So, didn't sleep really great just because of the, allergies and all that, snoring. But it was just one night, so hope for a better night tonight. It's kind of like regular life, right? Nothing's ideal. And I know a lot of people are like, why are you even doing this? Well, you know what? I get migraines at home. It's the same deal. I lose a day, and it's a little bit more difficult when you're on the road, but we just have to adjust. And so when we can adjust with people around us, that's awesome. And if we have to just adjust and have a rest day, we will do that too. So we are headed from Coolidge to, the goal is to go to Marana, which is just north of Tucson. We went down the street from the campground that we had plotted on the map to take, and it was closed. So we ended up having to take a little busier road called 287 that turns into 87, which is pretty busy, and as long as I can drive like halfway or more than halfway into the shoulder, it's fine. Some of the shoulder has been very, when they caulk all the lines or tar it, so it's super bumpy. Thankfully it's cooled down and now it's not as bumpy, but I know that affects Chuck too, because he's got these super thin tires in front of me, and I can tell he's got to ride over every one of these bumps, and how he can handle it even though it's super bumpy. For me, it's not the same as sitting on the tires. I've got a cushy seat. So it's definitely, there's these challenges. You don't have no idea what the road surface is going to be like as we go forward. So we're just doing our best every day. But I think that's a good way of looking at life too, right? It's like, you really don't know what your day's going to hold. You think you do. And so we've been really trusting God just to lead us, to show us where to go, who to talk to, which direction to go to, what campground to stay in. And last night, thankfully, it was in a nice little community over 55, because Chuck qualifies us. And we had a blast in the pool with all these older people, telling us stories and just welcoming us in and cooling down. I had misters going. We had nice, easy tacos for dinner. So, kind of curious what today holds, but it's a beautiful day. It's beautiful driving. You can see in the back there, it's all green farmland here. There's a lot of farming in Arizona, which always surprised me when I moved out here, knowing it's a lot of desert, but they have reclaimed it and farmed it and irrigated it really well. So there's all canals running along the water, along the road here. So they do a good job using the land. And it's really like all of a sudden refreshing to see bright green growing in the middle of the desert. So we'll keep in touch with you today.